I'm James Graham and I have adapted Boys from the Blackstuff to the stage. I'm as old as Boys from the Blackstuff. I was born the summer that it was released on television in 1982. The impact it had on people when it was broadcast, making sense of a particular moment and a particular time. And obviously, I don't come from Liverpool, Alan Bleasdale does, so to work with him in the room has been the biggest treat of my life. He's one of the reasons why I became a writer. It is a product of its time. That was a very particular crisis in the city, huge unemployment, a particular economic experiment that was being imposed on the city. I think it's still as resonant, if not more resonant, than it's ever been before. We're living through a time right now, cost of living crisis, where those fears and that anger towards the lack of hope, the lack of a plan to get us out of this crisis, I think feels very resonant to an audience. And because of how iconic these characters are, and because of all those famous lines that a lot of these people in this city still remember, I think it's going to feel quite alive in there. It's actually really funny. Alan Bleasdale is a hilarious writer, and Liverpool has this gallows dark sense of humour that cuts through all the tragedy and all the bleakness. It is a classic story about a time and a place that I think is resonant to what's happening now. For an audience who has no idea what Boys from the Blackstuff is, I think it's going to be so exciting for them to meet these iconic characters and to hear this story for the very first time.